Hey, this is Quincy Rowe, and this is my exclusive interview with Sex Workers 101.
So, we got Quincy Rowe here in the building. This is your first exclusive interview with us.
It is.
So we got to give you that treatment. We're going to have to put you on the hot seat a few times. Ask some of the questions I know your fans want to know. First of all, I do want to know where you're from.
I am originally from Baltimore. I still stay in the DMV area, but I don't live in Baltimore anymore.
I love Baltimore. I'm not a fan of the Ravens, but I love Baltimore. I had some really good food out there one time.
I'm sorry to hear that you're not a fan of the Ravens. My condolences.
You said that like that was a bad thing.
It is a bad thing that you're not a Ravens fan. It is. But okay, we can get past that.
Okay. What is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, you're a Leo. You're a lion.
Yes.
You know, I could tell that by your videos. You
Really?
got that lion spirit. You know, I was watching the Gloryhole, one of the Gloryhole videos, and I was like, she gotta be a Leo. Or a Taurus, because you got that. I know they know what I'm talking about.
It's the passion.
That's what it is.
It is.
It's that lion heart, like you. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I love it. Okay, now we're gonna get into the real stuff. I know everybody wants to know, how did you get into sex work?
Okay, I got into sex work because my friends actually encouraged it. I have two friends they've been doing this for a while, and they just was like, you know, since you're already in the lifestyle or a swinger, as they would say, and you're already doing it, why not do it and make money off of it? And I was like, why not? And I started out doing little stuff like Tumblr when it came out and Snapchat premiums when it came out, and I just started pushing forward, and then OnlyFans came out, and I made a Twitter, and everything just started moving from there.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I feel like everybody I ask this, their story is a little different. Mm-hmm. Like some things are similar, but it's always like key differences depending on where they from, how old they are, their background. So that's pretty cool to know. Mm-hmm. You did say something about the swinger lifestyle. So how is it dating while in this line of work?
Okay, so because I am a swinger, I've been open to a whole bunch of different types of people, and I met my boyfriend in the swingers lifestyle community, and we've been together for about 7 years or so. I currently have 2 boyfriends and 1 girlfriend. It's very difficult sometimes because they don't understand that you have to leave and you have to work and you're not going to be able to spend that time with them, especially with my second boyfriend, with him not being in a lifestyle, with him not being a sex worker or anything. He's a regular dude that has a regular job and do regular things. But my first boyfriend, he's a swinger as well, and he's also a sex worker. So with him, he understands it more. He understands the dynamic between business and our pleasurable relationship. But I believe like we're all adults now, and there's no situation where you're going to be around your partner 24/7. There's no way. You know, he has his business, you have your business, and when y'all have time to be together, it's amazing. We have very busy schedules, so we don't spend a lot of time together, but the time that we do spend together, we cherish a lot because we don't get to spend a lot of time together. But for the most part, it's great, keeping the communication open, keeping the balance. I feel like it's amazing. I feel like it's the best relationship to have while in this industry, because monogamous relationships, it's really hard to stay in a monogamous relationship and do this. So,
okay, to make a successful relationship while in this line of work, what's the number one thing you think that relationship needs?
Communication, which is every relationship. No matter what kind of relationship you're in, communication is key because, you know, I grew up differently than other people. Everyone has different morals and values, and I feel like as long as you keep that line of communication open, I feel like there shouldn't be any problems. Communication is everything. When you don't understand something, that person can explain it to you. If they don't understand something, you know, vice versa. So keeping your communication is definitely 100% key.
I definitely think that's the main thing in every relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Friendships,
Yep.
Partnerships with your family, people you're dating, just communicating, just making a bridge for you guys to understand each other.
Absolutely.
I want to know, because I feel like a lot of sex workers, when they come into contact with their fans or they come into contact with customers and stuff like that, they think 365 days a year, 24/7, you guys are having sex. That's all you guys do. I know that's not true. You know that's not true. So what are some things that you like to do outside of sex work? Some hobbies you may have? Or
Okay. Well, outside of sex work, I am the average chick next door. Like, literally. Like, I'm an introvert. I stay in the house. I like to play Call of Duty. I like to watch basketball. I'll play my Nintendo Switch. I like to hang out and go with my friends. But most of the time, I just allow my friends to come over. We just chill at my house, eat junk food, eat pizza, and just drink and just have a good time. But because of this COVID situation, we haven't been able to get out. So if COVID wasn't around, I would probably be at my favorite spot, eating some Old Bay wings, watching basketball, dancing on the dance floor. I just like to have fun, and I like to go out with my friends and just have a good time. So
you said watching basketball. Who's your favorite basketball team?
Okay, so as of right now, I am a LeBron fan, so
Okay.
the Lakers is my team. But I am a realistic basketball fan, and this year I chose the Celtics as my team.
Okay, you know
In
it's
the
crazy because I'm a LeBron fan. I'm going wherever LeBron goes, and I felt like I couldn't be I could be a Kobe fan, but I couldn't be a Lakers fan because LeBron didn't play for them. So now that he plays for them, I can officially say I always loved the Lakers. You know, because I had it in my heart. He just had to bring it out. So I'm glad you said that. And I did say the team I was most worried about in the playoffs were the Mavericks. Everybody said the Clippers. I said, no, the Mavericks and the Celtics, because both of those teams looked like they were so hungry just to be champions. Like they young and they want it. So I could see that within them. I'm glad you said LeBron. That's going to make us way tighter than what we already were. Have you had any bad experiences while in the industry?
Yes. I mean, I feel like everyone has had a bad experience in this industry. I've had a few bad experiences, but it really depends on what your definition of a bad experience is. I've had guys that come to shoots and can't get it up. I feel like that's a bad experience. Because you're wasting my time, you're wasting my makeup, you're wasting my cameraman, so on and so forth. So I feel like that could be a bad experience. And also just keeping an eye out with the people that you communicate with and converse with and do business with, because everyone doesn't have the same common ground as you do or think the same way that you do. So I feel like just making sure you keep your circle tight and the people that you work with is a big thing, because word of mouth is everything and your branding is your everything. So with one person saying one bad thing about you could put you in a position to lose everything. So I say keep your head on straight, keep the people around you strong, and I feel like, yeah, the bad experiences it won't be too many of those as long as you stay focused.
Yeah, I definitely try to tell a lot of people that come to me for advice and stuff. Just make sure you keep your name attached to positive energy within the industry, because what happens as soon as you can attach yourself to positive energy one time and people will forget it, so you got to keep attaching yourself to positive energy. Whereas with negative energy, you attach yourself to one negative situation, one negative energy, one negative thing, and it follows you through the industry. And some people don't want to work, or some people got a bad taste in their mouth because of this. So I definitely tell people, just to stay positive, steer clear of any drama, any issues, and just focus on your brand. At the end of the day, a lot of people still are learning that sex work is a business, and you are your brand, your face, your body. You are your brand, and you have to uphold that and represent that in the right way that you want to be seen. So definitely, I think that's a key thing. Okay, that's pretty good. What's one thing you hate about the industry and one thing you love about it?
Okay, I'm going to start off with what I love.
You got a lot of hate.
I got a lot of hate.
I heard the hate in your voice. I know you got a lot of hate.
I'm going to start with what I love. What I love about the industry, I love meeting new people that have the same interests and ideas that I have. I just love that we can come together, we can do something positive, do something fun, do something that we all like, and it just be a great success. I just love the fact that I can keep people around me, like you said, with positive energy, that's always ready to work. And the fact that if anything ever happens to me, like I say, if anything, God forbid, if any of my social medias get deleted or anything happen up, I have people that will be there for me, you know, that will help me out if I need any help. And I feel like just having great people around me to help me through this journey, because I'm new, I just feel like, you know, that's the most important thing to me right now. Another thing that I just love having sex. So it's like, it's easy for me. I feel like my sexual encounters with different people helped me grow as a sex worker and also as a potential porn star. So I feel like that's great. And I love this new life of traveling. Like, I feel like that's a great thing. I'm going to a lot of different places that I've never been before, seeing a lot of different people that I've never seen before. And I feel like that's a great thing. That's really putting me in a position to grow and be better and do better. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Time for the hate.
Time for the hate. What I hate about the industry just is the same thing that I love about it. The people. Some people can make things very difficult for you as being a sex worker. Customers could be a hassle. Fans could sometimes be a hassle. Meeting up with different people that don't have the same mindset as you or don't have the same outlook can definitely be a terrible thing. That's all I can really think of, really. Like, I don't like flying, so I can say I hate that, but I love traveling. So it's like, I have my pros and cons.
You gotta compromise
like,
with some
everything goes hand in hand, but it's like, I know I have to work, I know I have to do this, so I know I have to go out and make the money and travel and do the things. But I hate being on planes, so it's like, I hate that, but I know I have to get to my destination fast, so that's cool. But, and I hate the fact that I have to, like, take so many showers after scenes. Like, if I schedule 3 scenes in one day, like, I'm going through 6 or 7 showers a day. My skin be dry as hell by the end of the day.
I gotta moisturize before I get to bed.
Moisturizing is crazy, but that's all I can think of as far as the hate. And I can say, another thing that I hate is it's hard to keep the consistency. Oh my goodness. It's like, I understand that you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but you have competition in this industry. And it's hard because you have to keep people interested and you have to see what other people are doing to keep people interested. And sometimes you have brain farts, just like any artist. You can't work and you can't think of things to do, and you have to go outside of sources to try to pull something for yourself. So I can say the fact that you have so much competition, I feel like you have to put so much effort into making sure you are different, making sure that you are doing something fresh, make sure you are doing something new, because your money suffers if not. Like I'm seeing with this OnlyFans thing, I'm seeing a lot of people money suffer now that it got popular and now it's starting to phase off. And I see a lot of people pulling like tricks out their hat, trying to make things happen so that they can keep the consistency of their money going. So I say you have to make sure you have your eggs in different baskets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Put 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Like, you have to just figure it out, because if you put all of your attention just to OnlyFans and then they end up skating off, now you have to rebuild yourself. And I just feel like you should always want to just stay consistent and known and popular, because the day that you don't, it's over for you.
Okay, that actually segues perfectly into my next question. What would you tell a newcomer or somebody wanting to start as a sex worker?
I'll say it's not hard. I mean, it's not hard to start, but it's hard to keep it going. And I feel like people that think that it's like, it's just going to be easy the whole way through and you're just going to make so much money and everything is just going to be everything. It's not. You have to put a lot of work and a lot of time. Like, I quit my 9-to-5 job so that I can put all of my time and attention into this sex work, because I realized it was making me a lot more money and a lot of quicker money with me doing it that way than to try to keep my 9 to 5 and try to juggle it back and forth. But as my dad has always told me, with anything, what you put in is what you get out.
What you get out.
If you don't have no money, you have to spend money to make money. Like, you have to think about it, like all the things that our parents have told us, or the hood has told us with the sayings, is really real. Like, you have to put your money to the side. You have to pay for a promotion. You have to make sure your nails and toes done all the time. You have to make sure that your hair is done. You have to make sure you have different outfits. You can't have the same thing on every time you record. You have to make sure you get big venues and nice venues so that you have, so it's like all of that costs. All of that costs, and you have to spend money to make money. You have to, you have to be ambitious. You have to love what you do. If you're just having sex just to have sex, it shows on the camera. If you're not comfortable with what you're doing, it shows on the camera. So if you don't genuinely love to have sex and you don't genuinely love what you're doing, don't do it, because eventually you're going to regret it. So make sure this is what you want to do. Make sure you are saving your money and putting your money into what you need your money to go into, which is yourself and your brand. And make sure you keep positive people around you that's going to support you throughout, because you can't do it by yourself. It's impossible. No one can do anything by themselves, and everyone needed a helping hand. And then when you do get to where you want to be, stay humble. Like, I feel like that's the main key. Like, stay humble, stay true to who you are, and just never change, because that's...
And stay hungry. Stay hungry as you were when you first started. That'd be a lot of people killer to me. Like, they start off so strong, then once they feel like they got just even close to where they want to be, they fall off. Their energy not the same. They're not interacting as much. They're not promoting their stuff as much. Even the biggest people still gotta pay promo page or pay for promo on OnlyFans or whatever.
Has been doing porn, and everybody know who Pinky is. She's been doing porn since I was a kid, sneaking it out of my parents' DVD stash to watch what was going on when I was a kid. So it's like, she's still doing it. She's still paying for promotions. She's still at AVNs.
Side note, Pinky's little sister was my best friend all through high school.
Oh, that's dope.
Right, I never knew till like I did this graduate. I went to like her birthday party, her 18th birthday party, and I was like, "Who paid for this?" She's like, "Sarah." I said, "Sarah, who is that?" I walked in, I was like, "Oh my, that's Sarah."
That's Sarah.
I said, you're a terrible best friend.
Yeah, but like I said, all I know is that you gotta keep your grind though. You gotta stay hungry. You gotta eat what's on your plate. And then be willing to take another nigga plate to eat off his. Like, you have to, because the day that you don't is the day that your grind stops.
And I like what you said, and I try to tell a lot of newcomers this as well. Make sure you on point. The aesthetics is nice, where you at, your background. Make sure even if you're doing content with another person, make sure they on point. Your nails, your feet, makeup if you're gonna wear makeup. Make sure your clothes ain't raggedy, or your... You know what I'm saying? Put it together, because when people see stuff like that, you got to remember the work is creating a fantasy. People buy into the fantasy, and for them to be, they fantasies to be fulfilled, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, on point with everything. They're looking at everything, and that's what I think carries the people who make it to the top, because people come to them and they're like, I'd rather watch her before I watch her, because she always put together, her outfit's always on point, her nails always on point, hair, makeup, like they love that.
So really notice that.
A lot of people notice it.
It took me a minute to realize that people really pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it. Like, somebody really realized, like somebody really tweeted me one time, was like, yeah, Quincy, I think the fact that every time I see you, your nails just look dope. And it's like, I just get my nails done every 2 weeks. I didn't even know it was a thing, but people really pay attention to that. So yes, if your nail is broken, sis, don't shoot. Go get your nail fixed.
Right. And if somebody want to shoot with you that bad, tell them to fix it.
They need to get your nails fixed.
Right.
Like, if you are not put together, like I tell people all the time, I need days. I need to know a couple days in advance if I'm going to be shooting, because I want to make sure I am on point. If my nail is broken, I'm not shooting with you. I'm not. And it's something as simple as a fingernail, but it really adds to the aesthetic of your scene. So I feel like it's worth it.
Okay. I know who my favorite people are to see you work with, but who are your favorite people to work with? Who do you want to work with? Who have you worked with that was just amazing to you? Like,
okay,
it could be girl or guy.
I would have to say, well, people that I've worked with that I had an amazing time with, I would have to say Alfonso. Alfonso Lays has set the standard for how a scene is supposed to go. The professionalism, the camera quality, the fact that you have your lights, he made sure everything was great for me for my first official shoot. And I feel like since he's given me that standard, that's the standard that I've always tried my best to withhold, because it was just amazing. Like, it was something that I've never experienced before, but it was amazing. It was great. Another guy that I worked with that was great, Siphon Filthy XXX, that's his name on Twitter. I worked with him not too long ago in Vegas, and he was dope. He was dope as fuck. He helped me learn a lot of things. He took me to a studio where I met a bunch of amazing people, and the vibe was just amazing. He was great at what he do. He gave me a lot of advice. He helped me out with a lot of things, and I would strongly suggest anyone to work with him because he's amazing at what he do. A lady that I worked with that is amazing, as everybody knows. She's also my best friend. Honey Dipped C. I think her name is The Real Honey Dipped on Twitter now. She's just amazing. She comes up with great ideas, great concepts. She comes up with costumes. She does cosplay. Like, when I say she's just amazing when it comes to the thought process of everything. She knows how to put things together, and whenever I'm struggling with anything or concept or trying to figure out anything, she always knows what to do. So it's like, that's my backbone when it comes to this. Whenever I'm confused and just shit, like, I don't know, like, I'm going crazy, I'm calling Honey, because she always gives me the answer and always helps me out. And she just makes great content, and she puts her heart and soul into it just like I do. She's a Leo. And we just make sure that we grind the best way that we can grind. People that I would like to work with, to be honest, I don't know. Like, I'm willing to work with anyone that's willing to work with me. But I feel like you have to come with a professionalism. You have to come ready to work. You have to come with positive vibes. I'm not really too picky on who I want to work with and who I don't want to work with. But as long as you come at me on a professional tip, I'm willing to work. I don't really or usually turn anyone down. I decide whether I want to do paid shoots or if I want it to be a content trade, so on and so forth. But I don't have anybody in my mind right now that I'm like, oh, I want to work with that person. There's a few people that I would like to meet, maybe just have coffee with, pick a few brains, but to actually like do content with, I don't really have anyone that I can really think of off the top of my mind. But if you're willing to work, hit me up. Right,
she said it here and it's exclusive, so when y'all see this,
hit me up.
You want to work.
If you only have 100 followers, like, I like to work with people that have already a grind and a growth.
That's pushing themselves. I want to see where you get by yourself.
Let me see where you at first, and where you are. Like, get your porn hub together, get your model hub together, get your X videos and your mini vids. Have all that together first. Put together a resume, because it's just like any other job interview. Like, if you come to me and you want to work with me, the first thing I'm going to ask you for is your resume.
Right.
I want to know what you've done, how you've done it, who you work with. Like, that's the things I want to know, and that will put in determination of if I want to work with you and how much I'm going to charge you. I don't charge everybody the same price, but it really depends on how much work you already will have, but depending on how much work I'm willing to put in. So.
Right. Okay. This is my final question, and it's the best one in my eyes. I know people, they probably always ask you for the location, or can they come, or where are your friends at. But my favorite thing I've seen you do with your girls or by yourself is the Glory Hole. I want to know, how did you get into that? How did you find that place? How did you get your friends to come? Like, what's that? Tell me the whole vibe story behind that.
Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of the interview, I was a swinger first. I am in the lifestyle. I like to go to parties where everyone just likes to fucking have a good time. And some of you would think of it as just like sex parties. So I've been in that for a while, and when I go to these places, a lot of these places are into fetishes and into BDSM. So they already have equipment there for you to use. And it just so happened that, hey, walked in one day and it was a big ass glory hole, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And I just started sucking dick randomly there. And this was before I even started doing this sex work, before you even seen any videos of me sucking dick at the glory hole. Like, I was doing it just to do it because I was having fun doing it. I don't know about all the locations. I am based in Maryland, so they are in Maryland. They are at specific places that you have to go to, but if you want that information, you have to get my OnlyFans. I don't give it out for free. But they are swingers clubs. I got into it by being in the swingers lifestyle, and I told my friends about it. And I mean, because of my attitude, I like sucking dick, I like having fun. Most likely my friends do too. So as soon as I told them, they was like, let's go.
And the places they be cool with y'all just filming it and stuff like that?
At first, no. At first they were not cool with it because it's like a closed and discreet type of thing. Swingers started out, and the whole lifestyle started because people didn't have a discreet place for them to go and have fun and just play and just do whatever their heart and sexual desires were. So they started to have these places where they can have these things. So they don't want the cameras. To be honest with you, they don't want the cameras. They don't want you to bring your phone in. But I guess I have the gift of gab. I talk to the owners. I come up with some business-minded situation in my mind, and they allow it for a certain time frame at their locations. So I worked out business deals with them. I just want to suck dick at the glory hole. I don't want no money for it, and I'll promote for your club. And
that's smart.
They be down. I'll flood their place with people. I ask them for no money, and I give you guys glory hole footage. So that's pretty much how that works.
And we love it.
Now, I do have the information to give to you guys if you want it. But you have to get my OnlyFans in order to get the information. I do not give it out for free. So if you want to know about where it is, now, I will give it to you.
I'm subscribed to Heaven. And it's amazing. Her OnlyFans is phenomenal. I love this thing that she does with her feet, but I can't say too much because this is an interview. But we're gonna say that for part 2. Definitely, before we go, I definitely want you to let people know where they can follow you at on social media for all your content. Definitely, I'll tag it on the video too.
Absolutely.
So,
my Twitter is RoeQuincy, RoeEQuincy. I do have a backup Twitter. You just go to my first Twitter and you can add the backup page because I don't remember the complete name to that one. I do not have an Instagram. I keep getting hacked, so I do not have an Instagram. My Instagram is hacked right now. So if you do see Quincy Roe on Instagram
is terrible.
It's not me, guys. It's not me. It got hacked. I no longer have that one, but I do have a mini vids. My mini vids is quincyroe.minivids.com, and I have an OnlyFans. My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Quincy_Roe. I also have a premium Snap, but you have to buy it. And that's pretty much it. I don't have any other social medias, I don't think. I know I have like X videos and stuff like that, but they're in development, so you don't have to worry about that till I post about it.
Right. So you heard all our exclusive links here. So don't get catfished. Don't get scammed. You heard her links. We're going to tag them on the video. You know exactly where to find her. If you want to see that beautiful content that I get to see because I'm subscribed, you know where to go now.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you doing this interview. We appreciate you giving us the exclusive, giving us the background on you and everything you do. I know your fans definitely loved it because I loved it and I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
Well, thank you for having me, and you'll see me soon somewhere near you, I guess.